Hello everyone, this is Amit Kumar Singh. Welcome to the next session of assignment problem. So yesterday we have started discussing about assignment problem. Assignment problem is the special case of transportation problem where the two things you need to keep in your mind that the objective function should be minimization and the matrix what we see that should be square matrix. So if you see here, there are 5 rows, 5, so it is a square matrix. So we can proceed with that. In case if it not a square matrix, then we'll make a square matrix by adding dummy rows or dummy column. We'll discuss about those problems where it is kind of what you say rectangular matrix instead of square matrix. So how to do that kind of problem we'll discuss. Right now, today is our second class on assignment problem. So whatever I've discussed yesterday, the basic theoretical fundamental, that we'll continue discussing. So you can see this. This is a question. So suppose this is the question that the solve the following assignment problem in order to minimize the total cost. The cost matrix given below the assignment cost when different operators are assigned to various machines. So by reading this problem, you can easily understand it is a problem of minimization. So two things you need to take care. You need to take care in your mind that in order to solve assignment problem, the matrix should be minimization matrix, and then it should be square matrix. So here they're talking about minimizing the total cost. So this is a matrix of minimization. And the next thing, if you see this problem here, 5 operators are there and 5 jobs are there. So probably based on that, I can say that probably this is a square matrix. So now we can solve this problem based on that factor. So imagine there are 5 jobs are there, A, B, C, D, E, and 5 operators are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 operators are there, 5 jobs are there. So which operator will do which job? If the elements which is given inside the matrix, that is basically the cost matrix. So automatically objective will become minimization. So we'll solve this problem. Before we solve the problem, I really want you to write down this problem. Everyone, I believe everyone sitting with notebook and pen, please write down this problem. I'm giving you 2 minutes time to write down the problem so that after that we can start solving this problem. Thank you. Everyone, please write down this problem in your notebook so that when you solve, you'll understand what is happening. I believe by this time everyone has written down this problem. So now this is the assignment problem which we can see. So here 5 jobs are there and 5 operators are there who can do this job. Those operators are written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5 jobs are there with those jobs are written in the form of A, B, C, D. So 5 jobs are there, 5 operators are there. So which job to be assigned to which operator to be assigned to which job, so that one operator can only assign to one job and one job can be assigned to only one operator. So already we have done a problem like this yesterday. Again, I'm just continuing the same thing just to build theoretically fundamental in your mind. So the first thing what we do whenever we get the problem, the first thing we'll find the row minima. So row minima here, the minimum row is 25. Then second row, the minimum element is 23. So 223 are there, any one you can take, doesn't matter. Here the minimum element is 22. Here the minimum element is 25. Here the minimum element is 24. So you have to find the row minima from every row. So with that part I have done. Now once you find the row minima from every row, then subtract all the element of the row from this row minima. So once you found out the row minima from every row, then subtract all the element of the row from this row minima. So let's do that. If I do that work, so 30 minus 25 is 5. 25 minus 25 is 0. 33 minus 25 is 8. 35 is 10. 36 is 11. Okay, then 23 is 0. 29 is 6. Then 38 is 15. Then 23 is 0. Then 26 is 3. Then 22 is 8. Then this is 5. Then this is 0, 0, 0. Then this is 0. Then it is 6. Then it is 4. Then it is 2. Then it is 7. Then this is 3. Then this is 5. Then this is 6. Then it is 0. Then it is 8. So like this, you have to do the row minima, find the minimum element in the row, and whatever the minimum element in the row you found, then subtract all the element of the row from the minimum element. So I have done that work. So once you've done that work, then find the minimum element in the column. So find the minimum element in the column, find the minimum element in the column, find the minimum element in the column, then subtract all the element of the column minimum element, and with that ultimately you will get the matrix. So if you notice here, here all the column has 110. So if you subtract all the element of the column by that 0, ultimately no change will happen. So ultimately no change will happen. Now if the scenario is like that, now means now what we can do, now every row and every column have at least 1 0. So now we can play the game of allocation. So how you do the allocation? First you allocate that row which has only 1 0. Then you will go to that column which has 1 0. Then you will go to that row which has 2 0, 1 cancelled, 1 can be allocated. Then you will go to the column which has 2 0, 1 cancelled, 1 can be allocated. So we'll proceed like that way. It's just kind of, it's like a game. So here, if you see the first row has 1 0. If you see the first row has only 1 0. So you can allocate to that. The first row has 1 0, you can allocate to that. Second row has 2 0, don't touch it. Third row has 2 0, don't touch it. Fourth row has 1 0, so do allocation. Cancel this. Fifth row has 1 0, so do allocation. Cancel this. Okay, now see column wise. First column nothing can be done, second column nothing can be done, third column has 1 0, so do allocation, cancel this. Then fourth column nothing can be done, fifth column nothing can be done. Now if you notice, now there is no 0 left at all. Now if you notice, the first row is allocated, the third row is allocated, the fourth row is allocated, the fifth row is allocated, but the second row is not allocated. It means the solution what we got is not the optimal solution. So in order to get the optimal solution, what we need to do, we have to tick that row which is not allocated. That row is second row. So tick that row which is not allocated. I have done that. Now in that row where zeros are there, tick that corresponding column. So wherever 0 is there, tick the corresponding column. So in that row you can see the 2 zeros are there, either here or either here. So in that row 2 zeros are there, either here. You can see those places I have done blue color highlighter. So 2 places are there. So tick the corresponding column for that. So pick the corresponding column for that. Now within, now see that column. Now what you do, you have to see this column. Now what you have to do, you have to see in this column. Now you have to see in this column. See where allocation is there. See where allocation is there. So wherever allocation is there, pick the corresponding row for that. So see where allocation is there. So pick the corresponding row for that. The corresponding row for that is this. Now in this, there's no in this the allocation is there. So if you see here in this allocation is there. Allocation is here. Here is the allocation in this column. So here allocation is there. So there I'll take it. Now once you've done this, now what you have to do, draw a line. Now what you have to do, draw a line over ticked column, draw a line over ticked column and unticked row, draw a line over ticked column and unticked row. So draw a line over ticked column and unticked row. Now if you notice these elements, what you can see, those elements are 5, 0, 8, 10, 11, 0, 6, 11, 15, 0, 3, 8, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 6, 4, 2, 7, 3, 5, 6, 0, 8. Now the elements, what you can see, now there are three kinds of elements. One would be those elements which does not have any line going over. Now three kinds of elements are there. One kind of elements which does not have any line going over them. Second kind of element which have one line going over them, horizontally or vertically. Then third kind of elements are those elements which have two lines going over them. So yesterday I have told you all that. So now out of all the elements which have no line going over them, find the smallest element. Out of these elements which have no line going over them, from those elements find the smallest element. So what is the smallest element? Can you see? The smallest element I can see is 3. Now out of the line which have no element, which have no line going over them, out of the lines which have no, out of those elements which have no line going over them, out of them find the element which is smallest element. So that element which is the smallest, you can see the element over which no line gone. Out of them the smallest element is 3. So I call 3 as theta. Okay. Now what you will do? Now you subtract all the elements. You subtract all the elements from theta. Subtract all the elements from theta if no line has gone over those elements. Do not touch those elements which have one line gone over them, and add theta to those elements which have two lines going over them. So yesterday already I have told you, and I believe you have seen my video also, because the moment class get over, I send you the video with the objective that anyone who missed anything in class can watch the video and understand. And I believe you people are going through those videos. So I don't think you will have any doubt. Now, what you have to do now, once you understood this, now what you have to do now? Now you just need to create a new set of elements. So if you see 5 two lines have gone over them, so add theta on the 5, that become 8. 0 one line gone over it, so do not touch it. 8 one line gone over it, do not touch it. 10 two lines gone, so 10 plus theta is 13. 11 no change to be done. Then 0 one line gone over, do not touch it. 6 minus 3 3. 15 minus 3 12. Then 0 will remain 0. Then 3 minus 3 0. Then 8 plus 3 11. 5 will remain 5. 0 will remain 0. Then 0 two lines gone, with 0 plus 3 3. Then it will remain 0. Then 0. Then 3. Then 1. Then 2. Then 7 minus 3 4. Then 3. 5 minus 3 2. Then 6 minus 3 3. 0 will remain 0. And 8 minus 3 5. Now you get the new set of matrix based on this, because your theta is 3. You got the new set of matrix based on this. So once you get this new set of matrix, now on this new set of matrix, you can start doing the allocation. So first row only 1 0 is there. First row only 1 0 is there, so you can allocate. Second row 3 zeros are there, do not touch. Third row 2 zeros are there, do not touch. Fourth row 1 0 is there, so do allocation. Fifth row 1 0 is there, do allocation. Okay, first column do not touch, second column do not touch, third column 1 0 is there, you can do allocation. Fourth you cannot touch, fifth column you cannot touch because it has 2 0, 1 cancelled and 1 is there. Now see row wise. You see row wise, first row you cannot do anything, second row you have 3 zeros, 2 cancelled, 1 available, do not touch it. Third you cannot do, fourth you cannot do, fifth cannot do. Now see column wise. First column you cannot do anything, second column you cannot do anything, third column you cannot do anything, fourth column you cannot do anything. Now fifth column you have 2 zeros, 1 cancelled, 1 available. Now done. So now if you notice, every row has 1 0 allocated, every column has 1 0 allocated. So it means now your work is done. So this is the solution. So if I write my jobs, your jobs were A, B, C, D, E, and your job was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with this you can say that job with this you can say that job 1 is done by which machine? Their machine. So job 1 is done by machine B. Job 2 is their machine, suppose. Job 2 is done by machine A. Job 3 is gonna done by machine C. Job D is gonna done by machine E, and job E job sorry wrong. Job 4 is done by machine E, and job 5 is done by machine B. So this is your answer. Based on this, you can find the total cost. So based on this, you can find the total cost. So job 1 by machine B, job 2 by machine A, job 3 by machine C, job 4 by machine E, job 5 by machine B. So guys, I believe you can easily understand. It's so easy. Every year this kind of question come for exam, and it is very easy to do that. So I believe you can easily understand that nothing is there to solve these kind of problems. So if I come to the original data, so this was the original data. Now job 1 will be done by machine D, job 1 will be done by machine D, and job 2 will be done by machine A, job 2 will be done by machine A, job 2 will be done by machine A, job 3 will be done by machine C, job 4 will be done by machine E, job 4 will be done by machine E, and job 5 will be done by machine B. So with this I can find the total cost. So the total cost will be 25 plus 25 plus 22 plus 24 plus 26. 50 plus 50 plus 22. So your total cost is 120. Anyone have any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone want to ask anything? What repeated one? I'm not understanding. Though 25 is the element, Kishore. 25 is the element to job to do machine one. The 25 is the cost. They are the elements of cost. They are in two different things. You don't have to confuse between them. 25, if you see 25, the 25 is repeated. It is a cost to do the work. To do the machine, to work on machine D, one require 25 rupees. To work on machine A, two require 25 rupees. So there is no relation between that first column 25 and second column 25. What are these elements? What are these elements? What you see inside this matrix? What are these elements? What you see inside the matrix? What are these elements? These elements are the cost to do the work. To do the work, these are the cost. If you, I don't know where you are getting confused. If you see, this is your final allocation. This is your final answer. These, which machine will do which job. You got this. This is your final answer. Which machine will do which job? Machine A will do job 2, machine B will do job 5, machine C will do job 3, machine D will do job 1, and machine E will do the job 4. This is the final answer. Now if you compare this answer with the matrix, what is your matrix? Let me write down the matrix. The matrix is A, B, C, D, E. This is your original problem. A, B, C, D, E. This is your matrix. This is your 30. The cost 30, 23, then 30, then 25, then 27, then it is 25, 29, then 27, then 31, then 29, then 33, 38, 22, then 29, then 30, then 35, then 23, then 22, then 27, then 24, then 36, 26, then 22, then 32, then 32. So these are the machine, these are your job. These are your job. This is job 1, this is job 2, this is job 3, this is job 4, this is job 5. Now if you see, job 1 will be done by machine D. Job 1 will be done by machine D. Job 2 will be done by machine A. Job 3 will be done by machine C. Job 4 will be done by machine E. And job 5 will be done by machine B. So which machine will do which job? You got that. Based on that, because machine 1, machine A is machine A, job 2 is done. Now on machine B, job 5 will be done. Now on machine C, job 3 will be done. On machine D, job 1 will be done. On machine E, job 4 will be done. Now whenever you do this job, you require a cost. Nothing in this world comes for free. Whenever you're doing some job on any machine, you require a cost. And these are the costs. Now it is a coincidence that this 25, now it is coincidence that now this is the coincidence that here there is 25, here this is 25. In order to work on machine 1, you require 25 rupees, because in order to work on machine D by job 1, you require 25 rupees. In order to work on machine A by job 2, you require 25 rupees. That is coincidence. There is no correlation between them. So please do not get confused on that part. We have to decide which job is to be done by which machine, so that one machine can do only one job and one job should be done by only one machine. That part we need to take care, and we followed Hungarian approach. This set of approach what we follow to solve this problem. This set of approach what we follow to solve this problem, this is called as Hungarian approach. So we follow Hungarian approach to solve the problem. This is called Hungarian approach to solve the problem, and we solve the problem. We got the answer. Is still there any confusion? Anyone? Any confusion? Now write down next question. Write down this question. Now, so now suppose these are machine. These are machine. Now these are machine A, B, C, D, E. Suppose these are machine, and these are job 1, job 2, job 3, job 4, and job 5. These are the 5 job, and these are the 5 machine. Now these element are cost element. These are all are cost element. This is what you see. They all are cost element. Now what you have to do? Solve this problem. Now solve this problem. Now these all are the cost element. Solve this problem of assignment such that the proper allocation can be done. Solve this problem, everyone. Solve it by Hungarian approach. This is the assignment problem. So 5 jobs are there, 5 machines are there. Or every machine, one job need to perform. So do allocation in such a way that your total cost is minimized, and tell me the optimal cost. Do this problem, everyone. I am not doing this problem first. First, you try solving this problem. Then I will solve this problem. Everyone, I am giving you 5 minutes time. Please solve this problem. After 5 minutes, I will tell you how to do the answer. Everyone, solve this problem. Write the answer in chat box. Solve this problem, guys. I'm giving you 5 minutes time. Anyone got the answer? Anyone got the answer? No one got the answer? How strange. Same process, find the smallest element. The smallest element is 7. Then here the smallest element is 7. Then here the smallest element is 13. Then here the smallest element is 10. Then here the smallest element is 8. So find the smallest element in every row. Then subtract all the elements of the row from the smallest element. Let's do this work. So if I do this work, so 11 minus 7, 4. This is 0, this is 3, this is 10, this is 3, this is 3, then this is 6, then 14, 0, 4, and then this is 6, then this is 0, 0, 1, sorry, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 1, then 8, 0, then 3, 8, 0, 3, then 6, then 4, then 4, then 0, 8, then 11, then 11, then 11, and then 3. So you got the minimum element in the row and you subtracted that minimum element from the smallest element. Now if you observe column wise, the minimum element is 0, 0, 0, 0, but here is 1. So now do the same work. So here no change, 4, 6, 0, 8, 4. Here it will be 0, 14, 0, 0, 0. Then here this would be 3, 0, 2, 3, 8. Then here this would be 10. Here it will be 10, 10, 4, 0. Then 6, 11. Here it will be 2, 5, 0, 3, 1. So now what you did, you found the minimum element in each row and you subtracted that minimum element from all the elements of the row. Then you did column wise. Now you matrix which have at least 1 0 row wise, at least 1 0 column wise. Now we'll talk about allocation. Row 1, 1 0 is there, so you will do allocation. Okay, row 2, 1 0 is there, so you do row 2, 1 0 is there, 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 so you do allocation. Row 3, 4 zeros are there, do not touch it. Row 4, 1 0 is there, so you do allocation. Sorry. So this should be cancelled before. So this would be 1. So let me start from beginning. So row 1, 1 0 is there, row 1, 1 0 is there. So you cancel all the zeros of the row. Okay, row 2, 1 0 is there, you do allocation. Row 2, 1 0 is there, you do allocation. Then row 3 do not touch, row 4 do not touch, row 5 do not touch, column 1, 1 0 is there, so you do allocation. Column 2 do not touch, column 3 do not touch, column 4, column 5 do not touch. Now once you notice, now only row 1, 2, 3, if you notice, only row 1, 2, 3 is allocated. Row 4 and 5 is not allocated. So what you do to do the allocation, tick that row which is not allocated. So row 4 and row 5, tick the corresponding column which have 0. So both the row 4 and 5 have 0 at the same place. They have 0 at second column. So now tick that, tick the column where 0 is there. Now in that column, see where allocation is there. So tick that column where allocation is there. Tick that column where, tick the row for the corresponding column where allocation is there. Now draw line over ticked column. Now draw line over. Now draw line over ticked column and unticked row. and unticked row. Now draw a line over ticked column and unticked row. Now based on that, now you'll find three kinds of element. One where no line passed away, one element which has only one line passed away, and one element which have two lines passed away. Out of these elements, find the smallest element. That smallest element we call as theta. So what is your smallest element? So your smallest element is 1. So your theta is 1. Now based on that, what you do now again, create the matrix such that those lines over which no line passed away, subtract theta from those elements. Now those lines which is crossed one do not touch those elements, and those lines where two lines passed away, add theta on them. So 3 0 2 9 1, then 6 15 0 4 5, then 0 1 2 0 0, then 7 0 2 5 2, then 3 0 7 10 0. Now you got this allocation. Now try to allocate on this. Now if you see first row, it has only 1 0. If you see first row, it has 1 0. Now if you see first row, it has 1 0. Second row, it has 1 0. Now third row, it has 3 0, do not touch. Fourth row, you cannot do anything. Fifth row, you cannot do anything. First column, it has 1 0. To do allocation. Second, you cannot do it. Third, you cannot. Fourth, you cannot. Fifth, you cannot. Now first row, nothing can be done. Second row, nothing. Third row, nothing. Fourth row, two zeros, one cancelled, one can be allocated. Now, if you notice, row 1, row 2, row 3, and row 5 is allocated. Still, row 4 is not allocated. So again, tick that row which is not allocated. Go to that row and see where 0 is there. Tick the corresponding column for that. Inside that column, see where 0 is allocated. So tick the corresponding row for that 0. Okay, now what you have to do, draw a line. Now draw a line. Now you have to draw a line over. Now you have to draw a line. You have to draw a line. You have to draw line. You have to draw a line. You have to draw a line. Now you have to draw a line. Now you have to draw a line over ticked column and unticked row. You have to draw a line over ticked column and unticked row. So you have to draw a line over ticked column and unticked row. Okay, now once that part is done, now find the theta. Now find the theta. What is the smallest element which is not allocated? Find the smallest element. So that is 1. Theta is 1. Now the matrix will be 2 0 1 8 0, then 6 16 0 4 4 5, then 0, then 2 line passed away 2, then 2 0 0, then 6 0 1 4 1, then 3 1 6 10 0. So you have to, what you have to do, you have to find the minimum element from the given set of data where no line passed away, then subtract the theta from all the elements over which no line passed away. Do not touch that element over which one line passed away, and add theta to those elements where two lines passed away. It is 2 0 1 8 0, then 6 16 0 4 5, then 0 2 2 0 0, then 6 0 1 4 1, then 3 1 3 1 3 1. This would be 7 3 1. This would be 7 3 1 7 10 0 3 1 7 10 0. Now do allocation on them. First row you cannot touch, second row 1 0, second row 1 0, second row 1 0, third row you cannot touch, fourth row 1 0, fifth row 1 0, fifth row 1 0, first column 1 0, now all zeros I think can be done. For second column nothing, third column nothing, fourth column nothing, fifth column nothing. Now if you noticed, now if you noticed, uh, now if I noticed, all all are done except row 1. So tick that row which is not allocated, tick that corresponding column where zeros are there. Two columns are there, so where zeros are there. Now in that row, see where allocation is there. Take that corresponding row where allocation is there. Take the corresponding row where allocation is there. Now draw line over. Now draw line. Now draw line over ticked column and unticked row. Now draw line over ticked column and unticked row. Out of that, find the minimum element. So the theta is 1. Now this will be 1 0 0 7 0, then 6 17 0 4 5, then this would be 0, then 3, then 0 3, then 2 0, and then 1, then this would be 5 5 0 0 4 1, then this would be 2 1 6 9 0. So let me just confirm: 1 0 0 7 0 6 17 0 4, then 6, then 4, and then 6, then 0, then 3, then 2 0 1, then 5 0 0 4 1, sorry, not 4 3, 1, then 2 1 6 9 0. Now do allocation on them. Now if you do allocation on them, first row nothing can be done, second row 1 0, so do allocation, second row 1 0, so do allocation, second row 1 0, so do allocation. Now third row nothing can be done, fourth row nothing can be done, fifth row 1 0, do allocation. First column 1 allocation, 1 0, do allocation. Second do not touch, third do not touch, fourth do not touch, fifth do not touch. Now first row 3 zeros do not touch, second do not touch, third do not touch, fourth 2 zeros, 1 cancelled, 1, so we can allocate. The fifth do not touch. Now I think you're done. Again your first row is not allocated. Now again your first row is not allocated, second, third, fourth and fifth is allocated. Now again what you have to do, again you have to tick that row which is not allocated, again you have to tick that column where zeros is there. Now tick the corresponding row where allocation is done. Now tick the corresponding row where allocation is done. Now draw line. Now draw line. Now draw line. Now draw line over. Now draw a line over a ticked column. Now draw a line over ticked column. Now draw a line over ticked column. So they are 1, 1. So now draw a line. Now draw a line. Now draw a line over. It's not visible on me. Now draw a line over a ticked column, and now draw a line over ticked column and unticked row. Okay. Now if you notice this matrix, the smallest element is 1. So the smallest element is 1, 0, 0, 0, then 6, 0, then 5, then 17, then 0, then 3, then 6, then 0, then 4, then 3, then 0, and then 2, then 4, 0, 0, then 2, then 1, then 1, 1, 6, 8, 8, then 0. So let me just confirm theta is 1. So 0, 0, 0, then 6, then 0, then 5, 5, 17, then 0, 3, then 6, then 0, then 4, then 3, then 0, then 2, then 4, then 0, then 0, then 2, then 1, then 1, 1, 6, 8, 0. Now do allocation. So first row, nothing can be done. Second row, 1, 0. Second row, 1, 0. So do allocation. Second row, 1, 0. Second row, 1, 0. So do allocation. Third row, nothing can be done. Fourth row, nothing can be done. Fifth row, 1, 0. So do allocation. First column, nothing can be done. Second column, nothing. Third column, nothing. Fourth column, 1, 0. So do allocation. Fifth column, nothing can be done. First row, nothing can be done. Second, third. Now fourth, you can do 1 allocation. You can cancel this. Okay. Now if you notice, now 1, 0 is only left. That 0 is there here. So now it means now you got the allocation. Now this is your final answer. So this is your final answer. These are the steps you need to gone through to solve this problem. So here your values were 11, 7, then 10, 17, then 10, then it was 13, 21, 7, 11, 13, then 15, 13, then 15, 13, now 14, is 18, 12, now 10, 8, 13, 16, 16, 19, 14, 10. This was your set of data. Your machines were A, B, C, D, 5 machine and 5 job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 machine, 5 job. So the first A will do, machine A will work, will do job 1. Machine B will do the job 3. Machine C will do the job 4. Machine D will do the job 2. And machine E will do the last job. I hope this is clear with everyone. I hope this is clear with everyone. And your total cost, if you want to determine, the total cost is 11 plus 7 plus 13 plus 10 plus 10. So 20, 30, 40, 41. 20, 30, 41, 20, sorry, 40, 51. Total cost is 51. Clear? Anyone have doubt? So this is the way how you need to do. In case of any confusion, you can watch the same video, which will be uploaded in your group very soon. So please watch that video so that your confusion will be clear. This was very good question. You can see how many times we had to follow the table and all. So it took us a lot of time probably to solve this problem. So I hope you looking into this session, how to do this session. So ultimately your total cost is turning to be 1151. Clear? Anyone have any doubt before I wind up the class? Anyone want to ask anything? Okay guys, so I hope everyone is clear with whatever I have taught you till now. So keeping that intention in my mind, it's time to wind up the class guys. So thank you everyone for your patience, for your effort, for your hard work. Thank you everyone. God bless you. Bye.